melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is over gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say?
Okay, hopefully people can hear me. I have no idea. I've been having some technical difficulties with my microphone recently, so hopefully this is working, but we will see. Let's see. Alright, let's get into it. So, yeah, well, there's been a lot of, I don't know, I've been strangely absent from YouTube and video making for a little while now. Just life has been pretty busy. But we're back and we're ready to work and build, and I thought we'd just look at some of the new stuff real quick that has been created recently. Let's turn on this old shader pack. I would use the most recent version of BSL, but it turns out my computer cannot handle the most recent version of BSL, so we're going to use a slightly older version, which is okay. Let's see, we can load some of this in. Oh, we should also change the time. Oops. Times, ooh, I can't spell. Time set, no, not day, we want noon. There we go. A little bit better. But yeah, construction has been slow but steady. We've got a lot of really cool stuff being put together. Trying to remember what we worked on the last time I live streamed. I believe we did some work on the little lake, which sadly I have not had the time or creative energy to do any more work on recently. So that's about in the same state as it was the last time y'all were here, so that's okay though. We are making slow but steady progress, and that's any progress is good progress, right? I'm not sure what's going on with this like kind of blue haze on my shaders. I'm not sure. Some setting got changed, and I don't quite know which setting that was. But you can see things that are far away have kind of a haze now, which I'm not super fond of, but you know, you work with what you got, I suppose. Let's see what is new. We've done some work in here. Can I fall? There we go. So this is the Astral Pavilion. We did a little work on the outside of this, but recently we've gone ahead. John and I came in and built this beautiful floor. I absolutely love the way this thing is coming together. It is just, I don't know, it is so cool looking. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the glazed terracotta and stuff. It's just it's a really cool floor. I'm really glad that it came out as well as it did, and hopefully, you know, I mean, the rest of this room is not nearly as impressive, right? So hopefully we can do things to make the rest of the building just as nice looking. Let's turn on our night vision. Let's see. Just like this. There we go. Now we can see properly what we're doing. Currently we don't have a lot of light sources and stuff in here, so it is rather dark. Looks like John has been in here working on some railings and columns and things. I like this design. That's kind of nice with the stairs and the slabs and the fences. Really liking that. But yeah, we started laying out, you know, I mean, this thing used to be, a couple weeks ago, it was just a big, one gigantic empty room. So we've now gone and divided it up into multiple smaller empty rooms. So that's progress, I suppose. Let's see, let's have a little bit of a look around. So we've got these little doorways, and I think all this is actually going to end up being like individual rooms. I don't think this is going to be all one big room. We just haven't subdivided it yet. We've got some hallways. That's just that one again. So these rooms are completely empty, but eventually they will have amenities and whatnot. We've got this. This is a walkway that leads out next to our giant owl statue. Very nice. The owl statue, I don't know if I told anyone this, but the owl statue actually has a door. You can go inside and then go up these stairs. And when you get to the top of the stairs, you pop out in the crown of the owl crown. That's kind of a neat touch. I don't know. I don't know why you would want to go up in the top of an owl, but you can. You know, we didn't ask if we could, or we didn't ask if we should. We asked if we could. So let's see. Going this way, we got another hallway. I believe, yeah, this room has some stuff in it, which is nice. John's completely plastered that wall with paintings, which is great. We got like some bunk beds, some nice designs. I like that. Some stairs that go up to this second floor. This is not going to remain like this. This is just filler roof right now. You see we don't even have these properly in all the way. More hallways, more stairs. A lot of white concrete right now. But yeah, it's coming together slowly but surely. This is what I spent my time on. Hey, what's up, Ghostly? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if I don't see your messages immediately, because there's kind of a delay, like 15-20 seconds or something on the stream. But this is what I've been working on recently, is this spiral staircase. What's going on with this? There we go. But yeah, spiral staircases are hard. You know, it's just, I don't know, there's a lot to them. So I've been working very hard to make a spiral staircase that lines up with all the various doors and floors that we have. You see we got another one on this side. They kind of counter rotate, and this one goes up even higher. Go up here. Oh man, climbing spiral staircases in Minecraft is always a little bit nausea inducing. So we gotta, comes out there, and then I believe it goes all the way, whoa, can't climb stairs. There we go. Goes all the way up here where we've got a little rooftop garden with a tree. And then we've got some more stairs, some more interesting setup. The magenta carpet is not going to stay. That's a temporary measure. But yeah, I guess you can kind of see spectator mode our way out of this. This this is where I come to practice spiral staircases so I can figure out the patterns. This is my setup for that. So you can see I had to make 3 different sizes of spiral staircase. I've got kind of this, well, let's start with the smallest. I've got this little itty bitty one that's centered around, you know, this is like a 4, hey, what's up? How's it going? We've got this one that's centered around a 2x2 pillar. It's kind of a 4x4 circle. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Let me turn off my shaders because I think that that's probably what's doing it. Yeah, there's a lot of, with the camera movement and my computer just being sort of slow. Hopefully this is better. Let me know if it's still bad, though, and I can see if I can adjust some settings. Yeah, no worries. No, I honestly, it's actually extremely helpful, because I can't see the stream, so I have no idea what things actually look like, if they look bad, if they look good, if the frame rate is absolute terrible or not. So by all means, I mean, do not feel bad about letting me know about these things. It's very helpful for me to be able to, because I mean, you know, I want to do a stream where people can actually see what's going on, you know. Good, that's good. Okay. Let me know if things get weird. Also, let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet or whatever. I've got it set a little bit low right now because the music it's distracting, I think, if it gets too loud. But let me know either way. Like I said, I can't see the stream, so I have no idea what it's like to be on the viewing end of things. So any and all criticism is welcome. But yeah, spiral staircases. They are simultaneously more difficult and less difficult than I kind of anticipated them to be. So usually the way I lay out these spiral staircases, just in case anyone is wondering, this is not a good example. Let's look at this one. So this one is I believe it's a 4 radius spiral staircase centered around a 3x3 pillar. And the way that I normally lay these out is I make my base, right? So this base platform has the same shape as the area I want to fit the staircase in. And then I block off the center pillar area. And then I'm just trying, you know, the big thing I'm trying to accomplish here is to get each of these little fan blade looking pieces to be relatively equal in size. And then have an equal number of them that's a repeating pattern all around the outside edge of this. And if I'm able to do that, you can see I can just go through and replace each level with blocks or slabs, depending on whatever you want to do, and you end up with this really smooth spiral staircase design. And so if you were to, let's see if we can fill this in so I can show you. There we go. Let's stack that 10 up. So we put a center pillar on there. You can see that this staircase does a really nice job of wrapping around the center and just creating a really nice, smooth climbing experience. And that's kind of what I'm going for. You can get bigger designs, and really, for the most part, you can do any width, like any outer diameter and any inner diameter, as long as there's, 1 or 2 blocks in general. This one is special in particular because I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. This one actually changes diameter. So if you look, it starts out, you can see that we've got this pattern where this is an 8 wide, diameter 8 spiral staircase. And once we get up to here, you can see this is the point right here where it transitions to a 7 wide. So I was experimenting a little bit with with making a staircase that actually changed in diameter as it goes up. Oh no, doing this sort of stuff in survival would be a nightmare. I don't know though. I think that building the staircase itself wouldn't be too bad, because in terms of materials, right? You know, here I'm just using wood slabs and wood blocks. That's not so bad. And I think that for the most part, if you were to build something like this in a survival world, you could probably plan it all out in creative, and then just kind of, you know, follow your blueprints in the survival world. That's what I imagine most people would do. Because trying to design this stuff from the ground up in survival would be no fun. But, you know, I mean, you know, with the, you know, by getting down low and everything, you know, it's not terribly difficult to you know, to be able to build extra layers on this, same as you would anything else of this general shape. But no, I wouldn't want to build too many of these in survival mode. Certainly not big buildings like this. That would be really, really bad. Creative mode for me all the way, guys. Creative mode. I do have a survival series. I have extremely limited building experience in terms of survival. I've played survival for now like 4 hours maybe total. And all of that has been on stream with a buddy of mine named Tarek. You can, if you're sub to the channel, or if you, even if you're not, I suppose, you can check that out if you want to see me bumble around. I am terrible at survival. I die all the time. Thanks, I appreciate that. I think I deserve more recognition too, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? That's life for you. No, it's all good though. I get plenty of recognition, to be honest. Like, I think that people see what I do and they like it, and I'm happy with my work, and that's the most important thing, I think, in general. Obviously, full disclosure here, I didn't build all of this. This is a collaborative effort. I've got a build team of 5 other people who are helping me build some of this stuff. I'd say a fair portion of it is stuff that I built by hand, but there's definitely a lot of it, you know, a lot of these little infill houses and stuff. I did not build any of this. The city is my design, I guess, in general. But a lot of the, you know, infill is individual stuff. So let's see what else is new. Oh, we finished up this. This is the Royal Menagerie. This is the palace. Just for anyone who was not aware of that, because I don't know how many people are watching who have not seen the stuff that's been built in the city before. This is the Royal Palace, and this is a menagerie that my buddy Finn built, and we did some detailing on the outside of this, which I'm very happy with the way it came out. He put some crazy windows on this thing, and I had to work with that, and honestly, I think it came out pretty well. I really like this kind of flower shape in the center with the shroom light. I think that actually came out a lot better than I was anticipating. If we go inside, the inside's a little bit messy. We've got some carriages, some horses. Let's see if we can fly up. But we've got a bunch of different levels with some different biomes, some polar bears and some cod and things. Let's see. Next level is mushrooms. We got some mushrooms and some mushrooms. And then up here we got sort of what do they call this? The savannah. I think it's what it's called. I don't know. We have ocelots, some acacia and stuff. They've got a cat tree and a litter box. It's kind of the best. And then up here at the very top, I believe, if we go up through here, yeah, we have an aviary with some parrots. So this is what Finn was working on. No worries if you gotta go. All these streams end up recorded anyway, so if you want to see things, if you want to see things and you have to go now, you can always check it out later. Let's see, other new things. Not a ton of new things, if I'm being honest. We got some new houses over here. So this is a kind of a new district that's popping up on the outskirts of the city. It's called Vetrotsa. It's kind of a rich, fancy people district. You can see you got a lot of these cliffside mansions, right? And there's been some activity over here. Bart and Finn have been hard at work filling this in with, like, we got like a little, I don't know, I guess you call this a gazebo. Some chairs and seating. We've got some really fancy looking mansions going on. I think this is a sushi restaurant. Let's see. Raw by Fillery. Vegan sushi. There you go. I'm not sure how you do vegan sushi. That's interesting. I like these. This is cool. Got these hedges. Oh, those are dyes and bone meal. That's smart. They look like flowers. Yeah, this whole building is pretty cool. It's an interesting design for this tower. Yeah, we've got some neat things going on. I think Bart's filled in a few more houses over here. Got a lot of stuff going on here, right on the edge of this cliff. That is just, that's beautiful. I think when this area is completely filled in, it's gonna look really, really good. Oh, this is new too. I haven't seen this little house. Yeah, it's interesting. Ever since I've started bringing in more people to the project and everything, we're starting to end up with like whole sections of the city that I have just not really a part of, which is weird because this whole project for 7 or 8 months, I was the only one involved. This was a solo adventure. And then 3 or 4 months back, I decided it was time to try and bring some more people in. And this is where we've gotten. So anyway, aside from all of the new stuff, this is new. This is a mess. But you know, it looks really, really hectic and crazy. But if I'm being honest, I think it's mostly not too bad. I think really the big distracting thing from this is just that I've built it all with diamond and yellow concrete, which is just not a great color palette. And this is just filler until I figure out what I want to actually make the buildings out of. I'm thinking eventually we're gonna try to stick a little bit with this red and yellow and gray, maybe a little bit of brown in there, kind of similar to this building or this one right here, something in that ballpark. But I wanted to get the roofs and the buildings laid out before I actually fill things in with actual, you know, building blocks. So I think this might be something we're going to work on a little bit today. I don't know. I think we'll probably just pick some houses and just start trying to put things together. One thing I wanted to do is I've got this little circular patio that kind of goes around this central aquarium hub thing. I don't have good names for stuff, but I want to cut this in half actually, because it just seemed weird to me that we've got this part of the patio that touches these roofs, and it's not great. It's not great at all. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and I hope that that'll look okay. We're gonna have to fix this roof too, huh? Yeah. Okay. Luckily, pretty easy fix it looks like. Let's do like that. Oops. Let's see. Doesn't look like any of that was damaged. And then on this side, we just want to do the same thing. Oh, we gotta find the center. I believe it's right here. We can just pop the rest of this. Cool. How does that look? Well, that's not bad. I think if we just line up these edges with kind of the existing edges of things. So if I go maybe like this, makes the area a little bit smaller. Why is there a turtle here? I'm sorry, turtle, but you gotta go. I don't know what you're doing over here. Yeah, we had some fun earlier today with commands. It turns out, and I don't know how many people know this, or if this is like common knowledge and I'm just really late to the story and everything, but apparently you can summon mobs with commands that have other mobs riding on their backs. And it turns out that when you summon mobs in this way, you can summon the mobs that are riding on the other mobs' backs with mobs on their backs. you can see where this is going. I think there's one down here. We ended up summoning some really tall stacks of villagers. Oh yeah, look at these guys. I don't even know. It's weird that they're inside the. But they walk around and they do stuff. I don't know. They're kind of terrifying. We put minecarts on the top because if you put minecarts, you can sit in them. And then you've got these these villager towers wandering around that you can ride. Unfortunately, you can't control where they go. That would be my one, honestly, my one concern. But oh goodness, this is the highlight of my day. Villager towers. You can see we got like a really short one over here. This is the villager with a minecart on his head. Oh, what have we done? What have we done? Like this was not. Yeah, this is not the way the game was meant to be played, I don't think. Or maybe this was exactly the way the game was meant to be played, and we've just been doing it wrong this whole time. I don't know. But rideable villager towers, probably my favorite feature. Yeah, no, I had no idea that you could summon entities like that on top of each other. It's a wild and crazy world we live in, folks. Wild and crazy. Anyway, back to real business. Yes, I think we just might start filling some of this in. Got a lot of thinking to do in terms of palettes and color choices. Obviously, I really am not fond of this yellow and diamond color scheme, but on the other hand, I'm not entirely sure what I want it to look like. We have a wild horse wandering around. There's a lot of animals wandering around right now after our experimentation with the animals riding other animals thing, but yeah, it's an interesting question. But I think I think the best place to start is just pick one of these and start working on it. So I think this is a good house. We've got kind of a nice. I apologize for the animal lovers, but I am going to have to kill this horse because it's just, you're in the way, buddy. I'm sorry. Horses make a sad noise when they die, and it kind of hurts my heart a little bit, but it is necessary. So let's see. I think we'll start with stone brick stairs, and we'll, that's something we can alter as we go. But for now, I think it is the best course of action. Kind of fill this all in. See, do I want it to be like that? Yeah, that works. Okay. I suppose if we're going to fill that in with stone bricks, we should probably fill in the flat parts with stone bricks as well, right? There's no reason that parts of the staircase would be made out of different materials. These are stairs. There we go. And we'll probably replace these stone bricks with a textured mix later on. This is really just kind of a... It's a place... I'm putting a placeholder on my placeholders. Which seems kind of silly, but I promise there is a method to my madness. Just doing it in tiers like this lets me split things up into manageable portions. So I know that I can do stairs here. Ooh, that's kind of a problem. Maybe, I think actually if that's the way it's going to be, we should probably make this into a 2 wide staircase up here. Kind of like this. And we'll fill in more on this this building with the yellow concrete. I think that's probably the best option. Kind of like this. And then yeah. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I kind of like that. Does it look weird here? Actually, no, that's kind of cool because we can actually put a door here and have like a little tiny building. That would be pretty silly. Kind of feeling it though. Kind of feeling it just a little bit. Alright. Go up these stairs. Let's replace these blocks. I think I want to put stairs here. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is important because before we built this, we did not have a way of getting up onto this second level of this this beautiful area with the garden and everything. Which was, horse, what are you doing in my pond? Please exit the pond. Come on, dude. Like, really? This is not a bathing area. Thank goodness, these horses. They're always trying to prank me, I guess. Always. Yeah. I think it's a little bit cramped, but I honestly think that kind of adds to it. It is fun that we've got these staircases just kind of hidden inside these buildings. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Alright. Let's grab some andesite, because I think I want these, kind of this area connected here to be andesite. Just to match this whole thing we've got going on. And again, you know, the andesite is probably not permanent. But it's a vague approximation. Alright. Next steps. We gotta deal with this building. And I'm trying to decide if this is something that I would like to do like timber framed, or is this more of a building that it would make more sense to do it with like stone pillar on the base. There's a couple of things that are concerning to me about doing a stone base is that with a stone foundation, it's gonna blend in a lot with this whole structure back here, because that thing is also stone. But it might, you know, having stone at the base might also make it seem more permanent in ways, which honestly might not be a bad thing. That's a good question. I think we'll try a timber framing. We can always change it back if we don't like it. Kind of the way my day has been going, you know. It's I don't know if this is gonna work, but we can always change it back if we don't like it. So let's see. I think we need to kind of oh no. I see. We need to do like this. I believe. Right? That seems right. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. Let's see. Fill that in. I have to say, I like the timber framed houses. You know, they're not always appropriate for every kind of setting and everything, but I mean, they sure look nice, you know. Let's fill this in sideways like this. Put another frame right here. Kind of hoping to build this kind of all as one big kind of one big building. I don't know how that's gonna work, or if that will work, but it's kind of hoping it would, because it'd make my life a lot easier. Maybe kind of like that, and then that's kind of weird. Actually, that's not so bad. I think we could stand to have a double frame there. Yeah, I don't think that hurts anything. Bring this up. We'll bring this up. Okay. Yep, like that. Okay, let's get rid of this. This needs to be framed as well. And for this, we're just gonna kind of dig down to the ground. And there we go. Yes. Okay, this one needs to be wood as well. Huh. I would have thought that would have gone all the way down to the ground. Apparently not. Actually. Do like that. We'll bring this across. To bring this across as well. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. I think we'll bring these frames up. Yeah. Looks like good support. And then these. What is back? Ah. I think I'm actually just gonna make this a really big support like that. I think that's better. Because that lets me do this. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Alright. Let's see, this support needs to go all the way down. The insides of these buildings are going to be weird, but that's okay. I think that building them a little bit organically like this, where they do end up with sort of strange interiors, honestly, not the worst thing, you know? It's, what is it? It's part of the circle of life, right? It's just the way things go sometimes. Sometimes you have some weird shaped buildings, and that's okay. It is kind of difficult with all these being so close to each other, though. I suppose this one... Let's see, all the way down to the ground. Across here. And across here. Okay, getting there. Getting there. Okay. Trying to see if I can understand how this building is put together. This one, I believe, just needs to go like this. We will probably end up putting some sort of like, box window kind of thing. Kind of a French window design, maybe. So what do they call that? It's not a French window. It's a I want to call it a bay window. They kind of go like this, sort of. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe not. Okay. This framing also needs to be wood. Don't know if anyone's gonna see that, but I don't know. That's important. It's relevant. Do like this. Beautiful. Yeah, I do need to put this support in. Bring it up from the ground. Yep. Okay. Don't think we need that. Okay, let's see. Probably be one at this height, because that's where the floor is. I try to think about these things sort of in a semi-realistic way, maybe. Just trying to keep in mind, like, what, you know, if I were like an actual architect trying to build something like this, what sort of things would I want to keep in mind? In this case, you know, I want to make sure that I've got a steady floor, so I'm going to put, you know, support beams that crisscross under the floor, you know, so that this thing doesn't fall down, because that would be bad. I think a similar kind of thing here. And I think on this side we actually had that come out, which was a mistake. Don't like that. I think it's better. Why is this so far out? I suppose it's just because that's where we started it. I think we want to start it back here. So I don't really see a good reason why it needs to be that far out. I think it detracts a little bit from the shape of the building if we do that. So let's bring this across. Bring this up. And this one. And like that. That is better. That is better. Much improved. Okay. Time to go inside these buildings. So. Yeah, I think that makes sense to have a door somewhere around there. Maybe we put the door here. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to fill the interior. I'm going to draw in the lines for the walls, and then I'm just gonna fill the floors with probably like oak planks or something really neutral, just so that I know where the floors are. Actually, that's not floor, this is wall. So I don't know, what am I gonna use for walls? This is actually not bad. I can probably use this space. In a city like this that's just so small, you kind of have to use whatever space you can get your hands on, you know? So even little tiny spaces like back here, you probably see a fair amount of use. Yeah, it's actually a nice little room in there. Okay. So I believe that's also a building, or is that just part of... What is this kind of square balcony? I think that's just part of the other buildings, to be honest. Possibilities here. I could make it part of the buildings. Alternative options. I could leave it open and have it just be kind of an overhang. People could hang out under when it's like raining and stuff. It could be kind of nice. It's not like we have a huge amount of space to work with anyway. I think I'll put a door here on this one, because this thing is going to have a door probably want a door here, kind of like that. And then up here we have somewhere up here. Here we go. This is also a door. So we have to keep that in mind, that this is like a little building. It's an adorable little house. That is just so small. This one already has space in this little under room. So I think this one could actually be, yeah, I like that. We'll put a wall here and a wall here. This will be all one, you know, maybe we'll even put a door over here. This area we've got is nice. We could put a big window. That's kind of nice. Because you've got this big window that overlooks the river a little bit. I think that's kind of a cool choice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And that means that this area. We'll probably put a wall here. Trying to see where the ceiling would be in these. Okay, so it looks like we can. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, so we'll leave this as kind of a back room. Which means filling in a lot of this. Now, I don't generally build a lot of room interiors. It's not my forte. But you know, maybe that's something I can work on, you know. Yeah, I think this is pretty good though. And I think honestly, like, you know, I've got this stained glass and stuff here, but it's really just the only reason this stained glass is here is because this used to be outside. So I think once we get to the point where it's not inside anymore, it's really not as necessary. So let's break some of these. And we will grab sea lanterns to put them back here. We'll grab red glass and we'll grab yellow glass. That kind of sorts that out. Okay. Which means that now we can get rid of a lot of this and free up a lot of space inside here. Same thing goes for this glass. Not really necessary because it's like now inside someone's house kind of. So we're probably just gonna get rid of it. Just like that. Honestly, I wonder what is in here. I think I am going to leave that wall up, though. Ooh. Maybe we just cover this up like that. That gives us a doorway. Make these taller. It looks like our roof height for this section of the building is going to have to be about there. Because that looks to be about all we can fit. Honestly, not a bad sized little house though. This is fairly spacious, all things considered. You don't have a window or anything, and I don't think there's really any way to put a window. Maybe we could put like a skylight up here. That might be nice. And maybe we'll consider that. So, we do like this. Yeah, that's kind of nice, I guess. Have a little skylight. Fill it with. Oh, we can't do that. We have to use full blocks. Sure. Nope, this was like this. There we go. Put some glass blocks in there. Hey, what's up? I'm sorry. I have not been paying attention to the chat. But welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to build houses and struggling and doing a very poor job, but since when do I ever do anything super well? Got a bit of a skylight here. I kind of like that. I think it's I don't know, maybe we should raise it up. Kind of feels like something that oh, I don't know if this dude living in this house would really want people to be able to stand over here and look down into his house, you know? It seems sort of like a privacy thing. So, maybe we will raise this up just a little bit. Just to keep the looky-loos out, you know? And get rid of these. Kind of like this. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Put more glass here. Let's break this glass. I don't know, really. It's not really a good reason why we need to break the glass. We could probably just leave it, but... Put this here. Okay, and then we're just gonna make that stone. Okay, this is better because now it requires a lot of effort to look down into this dude's house, and I think he'll appreciate the privacy if nothing else. It's a nice little house. It's got a skylight now, so I guess that kind of makes up in some way, small way, for not having any windows. Poor guy. But when you live in the big city, you know, you basically live anywhere that you're able to live, to be honest. You know, I mean, prices and housing prices in big cities are often pretty horrendous. So, honestly, if you know, if I found an apartment that didn't have any windows, had a skylight, and it was like kind of in the middle of town, I'd probably, you know, if it was affordable, I'd probably buy it. I'd live there. Okay. Let's fill in some more walls. This is the door. Are we okay with having the door that far off to the side? That's a tough question. I'm not really sure. I think it's okay. the one thing that I do really like about having the doors off to the side of the building like this is that it gives us a lot of room to put a big window. And if this is a shop where they're selling some sort of things and also stuff, then having a big window in the front of your shop it's a big bonus. It's a good thing. So I think we'll leave that. Got this little awkward storeroom. I think that works. Might just do like this though. It's a little weird looking, but I think it's okay because that gives us the ability to fill that in like that. Yep. Okay, let's fill in this wall. And this wall is probably going to be mostly windows. So not going to worry too much about that. Okay. Let's put got this little room, which is directly below that other guy's house. Kind of in a funny turn of events. Do like that. Okay, now we need a way of accessing this second floor. And also we need to build the second floor. And I keep forgetting that the whole reason I started doing all this was so I could replace all the floors with planks so that I would know where the floors were. And I've neglected to do that, so let's fill this all in. Part of this is because I am going to be replacing these bricks with slabs because I want the street to be a block or half a block lower than everything else. But if I do that before I replace all the bricks inside the houses and stuff, then I will end up with slab floors inside the houses made of bricks, which is not going to look as good, I don't think. So we need a way to get up to this second floor, which is kind of strange because kind of feels like the only way we can do that, unless we put the door over there, is to have it go in front of this nice window, which kind of sucks. Wonder if we couldn't start something over here. Let's grab some. We don't need anvils. Let's try a little bit of this. And you know, I rely too much on 2 wide staircases when, let's be honest, 1 wide is plenty. It doesn't look as nice, but maybe like the question is, I can't quite fit up that staircase. Suppose we could slab our way over. These staircases, they are the bane of my existence. There we go. It's kind of a weird staircase, but it works. It works. Yeah, I mean, at least we get to where we're going, you know? That's probably important, so. We'll probably just move this framing from the back. Maybe we'll just raise it by 1. Put it back here. That might be okay. Okay. So, fill the... Oh, but if we do that... No, it's okay, because that's where we want the wall anyway. So, that was never going to be walkable space. Anywho. That is a little strange right there. Maybe we put a slab. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's okay. I kind of like that. Okay. I'm getting more conscientious about about planning the insides of my buildings in a way that makes actual sense instead of just building the outside however I want to build it and leaving the inside blank and saying, hey, other people who like building the insides of buildings deal with it. So that's kind of rude. But I mean, there are a lot of people right now helping me out who do seem to love building interiors a heck of a lot more than I do. So, more power to them, I say. Kind of feel like I could do something here. What we'll do is this isn't the final block, but we'll do like this. And then fill it in with slabs, probably. Except I think I want this to be up a block. Going for like a bay window. Yeah. Because look, we can do this on the inside. And then people will be able to come and hang out in that window. I like that a lot. Okay, let's fill in the walls. Again, the concrete is not final. Just a filler block while I try to get my act together. That is problematic though, that little air gap right there. Wonder if there's anything we can do about that. It's possible we could start this staircase one block back, I guess. This doesn't need to be three wide here. If we did that, then we could do something like yes. Yeah, that works. I think that's okay. Actually, that even means we can move the building. We can make the building a little wider if we wanted to. That's an interesting opportunity. Oh. Although, if we leave that empty, could be just kind of a nice, like, weird alleyway, you know? One of those kind of blind ones that... the ones you don't want to be in when it's late at night. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that's a wall. You have someone's little tiny 1x3 house back here. You know, honestly... I actually don't see a problem with just filling this in like this. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that needs to be filled in though. Yeah. Okay. That seems fine. I really don't want to mess with the proportions of this house too much. Okay, so that's done. Let's fill in this wall. And then we need to fill in this wall. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. And I think put a window up here, huh? Maybe just do the whole little frame thing a window, and then this is all roof. So for right now, we're gonna fill it with diamond blocks until I figure out what color I want the roof to be. Yeah, I think this is one house pretty much sorted out. The nice thing is that we can come back in later and just kind of replace the yellow concrete with a different block, replace the diamonds with a different block, and we've got kind of a completed house that's just kind of like that. Not overly difficult. That's the little house right there. I do like this. This is a nice little area. I imagine, you know, it'd be kind of a nice place to come up. It's a pity. I wonder if we could fit a staircase in there. Because it would be kind of cool to be able to have this guy be able to come out on the top side of his... Well, let's see what we can do. Let's see. Oh, we don't even have to do that. Look at this. We can just do... Oh, no, we do have to do that. Because... Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? And look, this lines up nicely with the support below. It's probably a bedroom, I would guess, or something. Something like that. It's actually a pretty good sized building. It's got lots of rooms. Alright, cool. Okay, so that's one house sorted. Let's get to work on the other houses. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm okay with there being... And I'm actually beginning to regret this big pillar. Maybe we just turn it back into like this. It's possible we could do this. And move this. Got a window. Something like that. Maybe another window right there over the door. Yeah. I think in general that's just kind of a better shape. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So this building also has a second floor, which is conveniently connected to this balcony. So I think this would be a great place to connect it up. See if that looks okay. Yeah, that works. It's nice and centered. This building is also interesting because not only does it have a second floor, it actually has a third floor that leads out onto here. This is a very well connected building, let me tell you. We'll put a door there. And then probably put a big window here. This. Okay, so we need to figure out a good way to connect all these floors up. You know what? I think that this doesn't need to be a door. So we already have a door over here. It's a little bit out of the way, but you know, honestly, actually, if we wanted to do a door like that, we could probably just put it right here. Maybe right there, because then we can have a window right there. This would be another large window, and then this doesn't need to be a door. This could also be a window. Yeah, I like that. It's kind of a sheltered door. Maybe we don't even put a window in here though, because I think that this would actually be best use of this space is to put a staircase that leads up to the other floors, because otherwise you don't know how you'd get in. Unless, of course, this bottom floor is a separate building from this one, because this could be purely residential up here. It's interesting. I had not considered that. Yeah, I think this will be... I think that works. It makes more sense than a lot of things I've been thinking of, so... Go ahead and fill this in. Oops. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the door. Really, we want this one to be like this. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. That one's gotta stay. Cool. Yeah, so we'll just have these be separate, separate buildings. You know, or maybe they're kind of similar sorts of buildings, where, you know, maybe the guy who owns the store downstairs actually lives. This is where he lives, but they're physically separate. I got a little walk down to the big picture window like this. Yeah. And then what I might do... Is this enough space? Because... honestly... yeah, I think what I'm going to do actually here... so I'm actually just going to block this up. That building was too big. I'm actually going to have it connect into this one. And then this will be the back room of this building. Because that gives this building some more space now that it doesn't have a second floor. Got a bit of a back storeroom. I think that's good. Trying to spread the wealth out a little bit, you know? We don't want one guy to have everything. And then this will be purely residential, but then upstairs will be a shop. Which, this is like a really short residential building. But... maybe... oops, I'm stuck. Is there anything that says that I can't raise this building up a block? Not really, not really. Looks like it wouldn't hurt anything if I did. So I think that's what I'm actually gonna do. So I'm gonna take the top of this building, although probably take the top of this building like this. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. And down here, we are going to grab this. And then we are gonna actually have to bring that out like that. We'll grab that. That's the whole building. And I believe I can just move the entire thing up one block, which gives us a little more space. I think it's one up though. Yeah. Okay. Moved a little bit of the ground with it, but that's okay. Nothing we can't repair. Let's see. And then we just do kind of, there we go, just like that. Yeah, actually, I kind of like that with the kind of more solid looking foundation. It's kind of weird the solid foundation just turns to wood when we get out here, but it's okay. It's workable. Absolutely workable. Okay, let's fill in some of this. Okay, fill this in. Okay, that's good, because now we have at least a three tall room, which is much improved. Let's see. I think this corner over here would be a good place to put some sort of stair. Maybe kind of like... kind of like this, perhaps? It's a little awkward. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. It could help to do some of this. Might have to rethink that a little bit. Actually, there is no reason that this door has to be on this side. Let's just move the door to the other side of the room. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're building houses. There. I don't know. They're okay. They're pretty aight. Let's grab some andesite stairs. I don't know. We'll place the diamond blocks. What do we need diamond blocks for, right? Let's kind of make a stoop. Is that right? Yes. That looks right to me. Okay. So if we do that, then we can put the staircase in this corner. That solves all of our problems. Staircase. Gotta remember how I build a staircase. Just like this, and like this. And then we put one of those there. And then I guess we have to also put one of these here. And then like that. Oh, that seems wrong. Oh, and then we're here. That's it. That's the whole staircase. It's not so bad. I think it'll, especially if we fill this middle block in, we'll just bring this all the way up to the ceiling. That's probably ceiling height. We go down. Oh, gotta break that one. Okay, let's see if we can make this staircase a little bit prettier. Pretty sure we can do like that. Yeah. I like that. Staircase. I like spiral staircases. I don't know. I end up building a lot of them. They're just... they feel elegant. They feel fancy. Even if they're not, they feel like it. Okay, what is going on with this window situation? We just have... I don't know what this is. I don't know why I put that there. Don't remember. There must have been some sort of reasoning, but since I cannot remember what the reasoning is, I'm going to choose to ignore it. That's how I get through most of life. If I don't remember exactly what it's for, then I just ignore it until it becomes too big of a problem to ignore anymore. Don't take life advice from me. It's will not end well for you, I guarantee it. Let's see. Got a big window there. Yeah. It's not the worst. It is a little weird that this window... Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome. We're just building some houses right now. Yeah, I'm not great at building houses, I'll be honest. So I guess what I'm saying in general is you're not allowed to make fun of me if my houses look really bad, because that's most certainly a thing that is probably going to be true about these houses. Yeah, they're okay, you know? I do like the shape of them in general. They're looking okay. But certainly not my prettiest work, I will admit. Suppose we should actually make this chimney connect to something, huh? Maybe... Oh, I'm not good at doing interior design either, but we will pretend for a second that I am. And let's grab like a furnace or something like that. Not quite what I'm looking for. Where do they keep all the... Are they in here? I don't know. I don't know where they keep all these different blocks. I don't use the furniture kinds of blocks. Oh, here they are. I just completely missed it. My bad. Yeah, we'll just put a furnace, kind of like that, and then we'll. Yeah, that looks really bad, but we're gonna ignore how bad it looks for a moment. And just pretend like it looks really good, because yeah, no, I mean that chimney is definitely, it's a stand-in chimney, you know. It's gonna last exactly as long as it has to last in order for in order for these houses to get built, I think. And then I will hand off this particular project to someone who is much more wise in the way of interior design. That's what friends are for, you know? For helping you with all the stuff that you're not good at. One up. Perfect. The only reason I'm moving this up, by the way, I didn't explain myself, but I didn't like the way that this block in the corner of this roof touched this block down here. So now they're only touching on a corner, which somehow is better, I guess. I don't really have good reasoning for why it's better. I just feel like it is. Let's see. Probably also not good that I'm building all of these houses with the same framing. Maybe it would be better if I tried to mix it up a little more. But, like I've said before, I can always come in and change this later if I need to. It's kind of what's keeping me going with this whole thing. None of this is final. I think that's kind of an important thing, though, to just be aware of when you're building. Is just that, you know, especially in creative, nothing you do is final. So don't be afraid to, you know, to do different stuff. Because if you don't like it, worst case scenario, you have to place those, you know, 30 or 40 blocks a second time. Overall, not a terrible price to pay, I don't think. And I think that what you gain in return for that is the ability to build, you know, without worrying about what it is you're building and what it looks like. It's kind of there's a freedom to it that I think is important to the creative process. That's my take on it anyway. Kind of imagine this being like a little balcony, because, you know, if I lived in this house, I would want a balcony so I could go, you know, maybe this person stands out here and fishes in the river, you know. Oh, or maybe they fall off the balcony into the river. Maybe it's like a diving board, you know. That is it's a long drop though in a fairly shallow river. I don't know if I would jump off this if I were living in this city. I would be much too scared, but there are daredevils among us, you know. Some people who think, you know, hey, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I'll jump into that river all day. This boy, no diving into rivers from hundreds of feet up, please. It is not as me. Not my kind of thing, but to each their own. Okay. This music is really weird. I'm kind of digging it, I guess. It's not really my kind of music, but it is royalty free, so, you know, can't really complain. Not really the kind of music I might listen to if I were picking the music for myself, but hey, it is cool nonetheless. Oh, how many blocks? That's a good question. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks. And they say that a block is about a meter, right? So that's like 14 meters. 5 meters? This is 14 meters. So 14 meters for US people is like 42 feet. That's a pretty long drop, right? Yeah, I don't have a great sense in my brain of how far 42 feet is, or 14 meters, or 12 meters, or whatever it is. But that's pretty high up. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know how tall like a standard diving board is, but I don't think it's that tall. I'm fairly certain. Can I do like this? But if you are a brave soul and you would dive off of a 42-foot diving board, then, you know, you have my admiration, because I'm a pansy. No, I don't like heights, and I have a fear of heights and a fear of falling, and that's why I play video games, because in video games, if you fall, it's okay. Everything is okay. Except when it's not, but we don't talk about that. One of the things I've been running into... Yeah, that's about right. Okay. So, yeah, and that's what I've been dealing with in the survival series, is... In survival, or at least I do, I fall a lot. And it's just... every single time kind of stops my heart a little bit. But that's part of it's the name of the game, I suppose. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think I might actually do like this. Yep. I think we actually have enough room in here that we can make this a 2-story house. So maybe we should do that. I imagine the second floor would be probably about here. Which means that yeah, that's okay. I don't mind that. You know, and we're actually, after all that, I think I'm actually going to raise this roof one more time. Let's see. Just because I want this to be a little tiny bit taller. A nice bonus effect of that is that now these roofs don't touch at all, which is makes me happy on the inside. Not really important in any way for any sort of reasons, legitimate reasons anyway, but it makes me happy on the inside, so that's important too, you know? Personal and happiness. Sometimes you just gotta sometimes you gotta take time for personal enjoyment, you know? You gotta take into account, because I think that a lot of people, this is me getting philosophical, but I feel like a lot of people give up their own personal happiness to try and fit into the box of society. And honestly, you know, I mean, I understand why people do it, but I think everyone would be a lot happier if they, you know, if they spent more time just being happy with you know, with their lives, just enjoying things and putting their own happiness at times in front of the happiness of others. Hey, Finn's on. He's been hard at work. I think he's working on a sewer system. Maybe we'll go check that out after I finish this house. Let's ask. It's like a weird question. I wonder, I can't imagine that's a question that gets asked a lot, like in the real world. Like, hey, can I come look at your sewers? It's just, maybe if you're like a, let's see, let's go take a look, huh? Because I'm getting bored building houses, and I have a very short attention span. So, I believe the big connection is right here through this grate. Okay. Oh no, he disconnected it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. This is cool, huh? I like this a lot. Obviously, I'm assuming it's going to be enclosed. Except a plumbing company. This is true. This is true. Oh, I love this. I love that the tunnels feel almost round. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this is so cool. There's a word for this. Trying to remember what it is. Oh, it's a cistern, I believe. We spelled it with a C, like cistern, like that, I think. They're part of rainwater and sewer systems, but they're a place where we have multiple lines that come together and they all fall down into this kind of basin-y thing. Oh, look at this. Oh, that is cool. We're gonna have more tunnels down here. Wow. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is really neat. I knew that he was working on this. Talked with him about it before. Nice. This is cool. Got this gradual slope. Interesting. Very interesting. So I think... What is that big rock wall? I don't know why that's there. That might just be something someone else built a long time ago. Really cool. This is going to be great. Yeah, this is going to be a big project though, because I'm hoping that he's up for this, but oh, interesting. We'll have to check that out. But I'd like the sewer system to be something that goes throughout the entire city, underneath the whole thing. And they're going to be, I'd like them to be kind of walkable caverns. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, that's going to be great. So it's hard to see, but this wall made out of glowstone is eventually going to go away. And this right here is going to be a waterfall. And then down here, there's going to be a basin that leads out to the ocean, which is right there. That's the ocean right there. So it's going to be a waterfall that kind of comes down under this arch. And Finn has cleverly put a sewer grate thing right here, like inside the waterfall, which that's really gross, but also very, innovative. It's a smart thing to do, honestly, because, it gets washed away out to the ocean. And back in the day, even in some places in modern times, that's kind of what happens with some of the sewage water. It kind of, back in the day, the best place you could put it was kind of in the ocean, where it wouldn't stink up anyone's living areas. But that is super cool. I'm very excited to see how all this turns out. I love this. This is my favorite room. I love these columns in the corners. That is just so neat. And I really like that we got this water down at the bottom that's going to eventually lead out into these other tunnels. It's really cool. Man, this is quite an undertaking, though. I wonder if he's going to do it in a way where he has, like, modular sections. Like, pieces of it like this that he can copy and paste around and then connect them up with, like, kind of elbows. Kind of like how you fit pipes together in the real world. Or, because that looks kind of like what he's done here. Or if he's going to try to build this whole thing block for block by hand, which, I commend him on his effort, but that's a enormous undertaking. But I cannot wait to see how this all comes out. This is going to be really, really neat. I want to look at this room again. This thing is great. Oh, look at that view too, down that it's not a stairway, it's a pipeline. That's a trippy view, right? Ooh. Okay, I'm getting distracted, but that is super neat. Very, very cool. All right, let's finish up these houses, shall we? That's what we came here to do. And, it's good to make good on your promises. Okay, so... I suppose I could do sort of a spiral slab staircase. Or just a ladder. I do like having staircases, though, because I feel like ladders are kind of... I don't know, it seems like it would be difficult to get around your house via ladder. We're actually gonna swap these around a little bit. Actually, we'll probably just do like this. Oh, but that's not gonna be nearly tall enough, huh? Yeah, we are not gonna fit under there. Okay, we cannot do a slab staircase that way. Let's see if we can do a regular staircase that way. I've seen these done. They're not the most beautiful thing, but you can, I think, go up them. Let's see. How does this work? Maybe this house is best with a ladder. I don't like using ladders, but it is a very small footprint house, and I honestly think that in this case, we can come in later and try and figure out a situation with a staircase. But for now, Let's just use a ladder. That's not so bad. Yeah. There's a lot of ladders in the city. It's one of the limitations of Minecraft is that staircases take up a lot of space. So in most instances, it is just way easier to put ladders around. Which is perfectly, you know, I totally understand. This is kind of nice, though, because we've got all these windows. What is that? Oh, that's the beacon that Bart put in the... I totally forgot that that was a thing. Let's see if we can do another one of these guys. Oh, I'm so bad at this. I don't know, maybe I could yeah, I think I probably need to be using walls for this, but what are you gonna do? I'll leave it for now. We'll fix it later. Okay, let's put in some roof. And then it might be time to start thinking about colors. I'd like these buildings to be sort of colorful. Kind of what I had in mind. A lot of the other buildings in this area are very colorful. Yeah. Alright. This is a definite improvement. Definite improvement. Pop down here. So we've gotten a decent amount accomplished, you know? I like this balcony. I do like that a lot. Oh. This one needs a smaller window. That's way too big. Yeah, this is bugging me too. Wish it wasn't bugging me, but it definitely is. Cool. So we've got like 4 or 5 houses built. We got one here with a ladder. We got this one. Oops. Spiral staircase comes out here. We have, what else? We have this one with, with skylight, no windows. Definitely a residential thing. Very, very small. And then down here at the bottom, got this room. Got a little storeroom under here, underneath the stairs. And a little staircase that leads up to the 2nd floor. And then access to this stair right here. Oh, we got one more too. I totally forgot. Because we disconnected these. We also got one down here. This one has a back room as well. So all in all, it's was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses? Not bad for a couple hours. They're not completely finished yet, but hey, you know. Let's throw on some roofs and things. And I think we'll kind of finish up there. So let's talk colors. So currently, these are the buildings we have built so far. They have some very bright roofs, very strong colorings, and I think I want to stick with that. I want to keep that general vibe where you've got really bright colors, strong colors, interesting colors. There are a lot of horses. Sorry, I'm completely distracted, but there's just like a ton of horses in the city right now. I don't know where they all came from, but they need to go away because they just... I'm sorry, horse. I feel really bad killing you. But they do really, really get in the way when we're trying to accomplish things. So let's talk about roofs. Roofs. I don't know. What are our options? I think I'd be okay with some or a lot of these houses having block roofs as opposed to stair roofs. You know, I think that I'm loosening the reins a little bit on that account. I used to be very kind of uptight, I guess, in that I really wanted every roof to just be made out of stairs. But I'm reaching a point where I'm okay with block roofs, so that's good. So If we keep blocks on the table, we could actually do kind of blue. I think that would be kind of fun. Maybe like some combination of these like concrete colors and stuff. We can't use the concrete powders because they will fall, and that's no good. Maybe even some prismarine, dark prismarine, something like that. What other blue blocks do we have? Kind of like that. Okay, let's put these down on the ground and we can compare them. So, is that all of them? 4, 7, yep, okay. We also have this. It's kind of a blue-green. It's a very dark blue. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, right now I'm just picking out anything that looks remotely blue. Or green. Maybe that. It's a little bit dark, but could work. Okay. And then, do we have other blue blocks here? Not really. We got shulkers. Could use some shulkers. Maybe some of this glazed terracotta, although using that in a roof design would be like... I would consider myself a pretty darn good builder if I was able to incorporate glazed terracotta into a roof. And it might be able to be done, you know? Well, I think that's all the blue blocks that there really are, so... Let's double check we didn't miss anything interesting. I like the ores, but I just don't think it's appropriate for a roof. And we have ice and blue ice, or packed ice. Maybe we could try some ice. We do have the server set up in such a way that the ice will not melt. I like coral, but coral is not going to last. We'll leave that there for now. I think that's all. I think that's it. Pretty much all the possible blue blocks. Which honestly is quite a variety. So, textures for a roof. I think these ones are out because they are just a little bit off color, because I think the color scheme right now that we've got going is kind of teals and blues. I think these are probably out. Probably also the cyan terracotta, to be honest. I think those are too dark. It's just kind of I think the ices and diamond might be too light colored. But this is kind of a fun, this could be kind of a fun combination. I think prismarine, light blue, and shulkers. I think we're kind of narrowing it down to these really kind of green-blue blocks. And I think maybe creating a roof out of shulker boxes might be in some ways problematic. So I think we'll nix that. This is not a bad mix. I think this is good. I think that this is similar to the other ones, just without any texture. So I think that just having texture is good in general. And I think that this is a good mix. 5 blocks is not bad. It's enough for a roof. Yeah, no, I think that's going to work. Okay, so let's put it on a brush. Let's do... Oh man, now I have to remember what all these are called. It's going to be 20%. Warped planks. Oh man, I think that's called warp. I think warped hyphae is what I'm thinking of. But I need to put 20%. Oops. Okay, let's just check the names of these real quick, because otherwise... what is that? It's warped wart. This is dark prismarine, warped plank, stripped warped hyphae, and cyan wool. Okay. DR sphere, 20%, stripped warped hyphae. Wild. We got 20% cyan wool. Oh, need to put a cyan wool. Perfect. 20% warped planks. What else we got there? Dark prismarine. Dark prismarine. And the last one is... Oh, it's the... Oh, is it nether wart? Is it this one? Right. What's this called? It's warped wart. Okay. Nether wart's the red one. Warped. Just want to make sure. Okay. What are mass diamonds? Why is that not working? Perfect. Okay. Let's see if we can paint some roofs. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's an interesting... It's a fun mix, actually. I actually like that a lot. I think maybe we put kind of a harder edge on it with some sort of a dark, like a dark brown or a gray block or something. But I do like that color. We don't have any roofs of that color in this area yet, so yeah. You can do some pretty cool things when you open your mind and are willing to use full blocks for roofs, which is something that I'm discovering, you know? Gotta be... Honestly, I should be using stuff like this more often because I think it really looks good. Blackstone's probably going to be the best option here. Oops. Just like this. Cool. We gotta get these inside stairs. Oh, just a couple. Oh yeah, I like that. You can't really see it from down here, I suppose. Yeah, it's a pretty good shape. Good shape, good color. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing roofs this way. Let's see if we can. I'm just really curious. Let's try to fill in some of the body blocks of the building. So I'm probably going to do the first floor in stone or andesite or some mix. And then the second floor sandstone bone block, something like that. I think that's a pretty classic way to go with this. So let's just do it all with andesite and then we'll brush it. I wonder if there's a good way that I can just kind of select the entire first floor. Pretty sure if I do this, nice, grab this opposite corner. Pretty sure I can just say and actually at this point I should just put the full mix in. Let's see, let's do 30% stone bricks, maybe 15. Polished andesite. I don't really like andesite. Let's put 5%. What are we up to? 30, 40, 50, 60. What else can we put in there? There's cobblestone. We can put cobble. Maybe 15. I'm making all this up as I go, by the way. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just numbers that sound good in my brain. Let's see. Mossy. Cobble. Mossy stone bricks. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50, 65, 95. We got 5% left. Let's just make this 35% stone bricks. Cool. We can change the rest of these later. I just want to... Okay, but also for this stair part, I want to pick stairs that match more closely the wood that we're using. So let's kind of use these, I think. Oh, you know, I don't want to be able to see the stairs behind it though. So we actually will use full ones for the bottom. Maybe we'll use kind of different ones for the top. Kind of like that. We're going to do this trick. There's probably a better way of doing this, but this is the way that I learned. I think we might do this to match the roof. Perfect. Look at that. That's cool, huh? That's a trick Bart showed me. Very effective. Okay, let's fill in some windows. Should probably use panes. I don't like placing panes, but they do look pretty nice. We need doors. Definitely gonna go for warp doors. I actually want to put it on the inside. No, I want to put it here. Can I not? Here we go. And then this needs to be just like that. Just little details make everything look that much better. Put our window up there. And then I think the very last thing is just going to be replace the second floor yellow blocks with something else. Let's pick a good block. Kind of thinking smooth sandstone. Kind of like that beige color. It looks a lot like stucco. let's take a look at some of these. Just want to know exactly what the difference between all these is. And how they fit together. Let's see. Okay, I can see. So the only one I don't want to use is chiseled. I want to use the other ones sparingly. So put them on our brush. Probably 60, 20, 20. Yeah. 60% smooth sandstone, 20% cut sandstone, and 20% sandstone. Cool. Getting a little bit on the other buildings, but that's okay. I think that's it. That's all the visible. All right. Well, I think this building is pretty much done. And I like it. I do like it a lot. I think, yeah, I think it fits in well, and it adds a lot of character. I might come back through with some of these other buildings. I mean, definitely this orange one over here. The roof is a mess. That is just the most awful roof I've ever seen. It's horrendous. I made that, so I'm allowed to say it. But I might come in and do the same thing with the full blocks on some of these other roofs, because I think that would actually make some of these look pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. But thank you so much for coming and watching. I know that it's... Oh, I'm so sorry. That is very unfortunate timing. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here for today. I know that I really appreciate people coming and watching and hanging out and stuff. It is Saturday after all, and, you know, that's... Watching someone play Minecraft is probably not everyone's idea of a perfect Saturday, so I do appreciate your time and everything. People coming to watch, super cool. I love hanging out with you guys. I don't know if I've really ever said this, but like streaming and having people to hang out with while I build is the best part of Minecraft for me. It's so much fun. And it's been really cool getting to meet, all these new people, and just having, honestly, like, some of it is, I used to do a lot of building, solo on my own, and it is just really nice to have people to talk to while I build, to be honest. Or at least, yeah, I mean, that's kind of that's the truth there. Dropping some truth bombs, but thank you very much for coming, and, I'm trying to get more videos out. If I'm being completely honest, my schedule has just been absolutely insane lately. And I have not done a good job of keeping up, but I've got some good stuff coming up. I'm going to do some more. I've got some ideas for some videos that are more centered on the lore of the city, because people seem to like that about the last video, as well as, normal episodes of the Illias Diary series, just where we're running around building things. I'm a bit behind. If you've seen, these streams, that there's a lot of stuff in the city that, like, isn't built in the videos that I put on YouTube. Just my backlog of footage versus edited footage it's pretty abysmal, if I'm being honest. But it'll all get on there eventually. It's just it's a process. It'll take some time. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. Well, I had a great time. So, yeah, I will catch you guys later. Thanks.